remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die, let I know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die, let I know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die, let I know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. broke my heart, can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die, let a night know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die, let a night know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Saturday, man. Y'all smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional try on hauls, and y'all know we got Music Monday. But this is Sold Out, where we talk that sneaker talk tonight, and it is definitely All-Star Weekend, which I already got it on in the background. If y'all see a lot of flashes and stuff, pretty much is going to start at 8 o'clock EST, which is Eastern time for me, so I'm definitely going to be checking that out and having that in the background. So I'm glad I do like to start the live somewhat early, so sign up for that Sold Out Discord, man. Link is pinned at the top of the chat, and it's free to sign up. Where, of course, we talk that sneaker talk. We got a food section, a sports section. If you want to get a sneak peek of what I'm wearing throughout the week, most likely it's going to be in the Sold Out Discord. Pretty much we have a show your shows section, you know what I'm saying? So what you rocking throughout the week, because at this point, you guys know I don't buy my shoes just not only to keep and just sit there. I'm actually trying to rock them, right? Okay, so pretty much, man. Tonight's topic, as you can see, man, I'm only going to be on this joint for like an hour, so I want to make sure I get on all my topics here. Trump and fair reciprocal tariffs. We're going to talk about the updates on that. Retail sales are start out slowly, but does All-Star Weekend matter? Which I put All-Start, but I meant All-Star, so I'm going to correct the title. After the live, it is what it is. I should correct it now, but y'all know what I mean. Pretty much we're talking All-Star Weekend, and does it matter? And I'm probably going to start there first because one thing that I noticed in the Discord, shameless plug, right? Again, Divine was just in there. Basically, we're not counting nobody's pockets, but what we noticed, right? All-Star Weekend in the Bay, those guys have been eating. You know what I'm saying? We've seen a lot of drops on there, right? Okay. Anywhere from the flu games all the way from the white cement 4s. You name it, man. They got the SB Jordan 4s as well dropped. They had a lot of heat, not to mention the regular stuff that I covered throughout the week as well. That was a gimme, right? Okay. if I'm not mistaken, they also got the Galaxy drop, right? So a lot of things to consider in that area, man. They're getting taken care of and eaten pretty good, but I'm pretty sure they're spinning the bag. Because even me picking on my shoes, man, I couldn't imagine having an all-star weekend over here where all this stuff is like rarely available at my fingertips. So it'd be definitely, it's already, we called it at the beginning of the month whenever I did pretty much the top anticipated sneaker releases of February. We already said it. Like, if you look at some of the comments, people were like, it's about them being expensive month. And yeah, I agree because, you know, I just picked up and I'm gonna have, by the way, real quick, I'm gonna have 2 reviews and on feet dropping tomorrow. I'm gonna drop one in the morning and drop one in the evening. Pretty much y'all already know what it is. I got those Air Jordan 5 reimagines. I gotta drop that video, and pretty much I just picked up the Black Toes pretty much, so I gotta drop that review as well. But I say all that to say, like, think about it. I've been copping back to back once a week, so I couldn't imagine doing it all. Like, keep in mind, remember when I bought 2 shoes at one time on that, like, not this small vlog I dropped today, but the previous one in a decline, because I usually don't do that much at one time. Yeah, so I can only imagine what my bank would be like. Hell no, you're not doing it. Anyway, man, let's see what we got in the building real quick, and then we'll get started on tonight's topics, and then we'll talk upcoming sneaker releases to wrap this joint up. Looks like you guys are active and live in the building. I appreciate that as well. Look like we have Long Beach Joe Jets in the building, and he says salutes and respect to Polo in the chat. What up, Long Beach? What up? What up? What up? Let's see. Kwame in the building says, yo, what up? What up, Kwame? Let's see. Divine says, what up? Kwame says, what up, Divine? Let's see. Divine says, chilling, my guy. Kwame, how about you? Kwame says, chilling, enjoying my night off work. That's what's up, homie. Long Beach says, All-Star Weekend doesn't matter anymore. Everyone's money is funny right now, and things aren't being grabbed as quickly. This is true, but they're still, like, if people can find a way, they're going to find a way. Because, I mean, to be honest, I'm not saying you have to cop everything. But case in point, like me, right? If I'm going to use myself, for example, because I wouldn't buy all that stuff. But the white cement 4s, I would probably save for later, since my pair is good. The one I probably wouldn't pass up on, if I could get my hands on them, is those Galaxy foams. Now, that one I would just come off the hip with the chips, because you think about it, that's already a shoe that's at $230, right? And I'm not counting on body pockets. And keep in mind, over on the West Coast, to the best of my knowledge, all those guys make very good money. But here's the downside. The cost of living over there is expensive, so they have to make it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just talking the West Coast in general, and I'm talking specifically Cali, to the best of my knowledge. Even here in the DMV where we're at, bro, like, if you see what everybody's getting, you're like, dang, everybody's living good, until you see what our bills are. You know what I'm saying? Different ball game, I'm telling you. And Cali is worse, you know, but at the same time, you're going to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Jordan Brand is going to, they know their stuff is about to sell out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to buy that stuff. But again, some people won't have to, you know, come up short. Me, I would have to come up short. I'm counting my own pockets. I get those foams and I got it. Let me put it this way. If I was there and I know I had a chance at those foams, I would put these Air Jordan Black Toes on the back burner. Because, I mean, we already was able to do that, because keep in mind, these were supposed to drop in 2024. So they've already pushed it back and tried to sell it as much as they could. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. And it worked to a certain extent. While some sizes are still available, they're still slowly selling out. I don't think we're going to see these here around summertime, besides on people's feet. You know what I'm saying? But I agree with you, though. It is an expensive time, and that's why we're talking the tariffs as well, and how that pretty much affects us all. And even we're going to be talking a little bit as far as how retail sales have dipped across the board, man, because even though I went to the barber shop today, right? Even my barber, he looked and he was like, man, where the hell everybody at? You know what I'm saying? I know everybody's in the house, bro. And plus it was raining pretty bad in my area too. So that's another thing he should have took in consideration, even though he was booked the entire day. So, I mean, I don't see why he had anything to worry about. But I guess he was looking for some walk-ins, you know what I'm saying? You know, ain't nothing wrong with making extra bread. But let's see, Devon says, I couldn't buy everything. If you did and you know you have rent to pay, your priorities are screwed. This is a fact. And that's why you said, listen to exactly what I just said. I basically said your version, but the long way, right? Pretty much, pause. But if you think about it, it's like, yeah, if I was over there, only thing I had to, I'm going to just have to get the Galaxies. I told you, Black Toe's going to have to wait. Everything else pretty much going to have to wait, bruh. Even those SB4s, I would probably wait on those because that's gonna be another $200. That's $400 off rip. So like I wouldn't have probably even pushed it because I'm like, nope. I'm not mad that they getting all the drops over there. I mean, I would like to just get the experience if I had the extra money to spend. But reality is, I'm not mad that my stuff is a little spaced out. You know what I'm saying? For financial reasons too, man. And Jordan Brand gotta know that too I would hope for their average buyer. I would hope they would put that in consideration. You know what I'm saying? Just so we can all, just live comfortably too. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you don't necessarily, and this is why you got to use the word priorities, just like you said. You got to realize what your priorities is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Case in point, I'll give you an example how I have no choice, right? Y'all see my videos, I do dripper skips throughout the week, and people, what they say, man, he skips everything. Look, I got to make every purchase count, bruh. You know what I'm saying? If I bought every single shoe, man, one, I would run out of space, and two, what would I eat? Rent, bills, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm being very selective. All that plays a part into me copping sneakers, you know what I'm saying? Because I love sneakers just as well as the next person, but some stuff just gotta wait, you know what I'm saying? Case in point, when I took the L on those Travises, I waited an extra month or two before I copped because I knew that was gonna be like a double for the shoe. So, just trying to spend wisely, Again, I'm not counting nobody's pockets though. Only persons I'm counting is my own, Devon says, like I said, SB4s, Galaxy Foams, Great Vibes, White Cement 4s, Flu Games, Union 1s, whew, and even the Black Toe Reimagined, someone gotta cry about being broke. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, that whole list, bro, I'm telling you right now, only thing I could get was those Galaxy Phones. Ain't no way I was gonna try to cop, even for content purposes. I wouldn't even gamble that, dog. No disrespect. I don't know what all the other YouTubers is getting, but yeah, I would not put that whole on there. And YouTube only pay once a month, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. Yeah, those phones will be it for me. And let me clarify this. I would still probably be like, hey, man, that kind of sting. Think about it. The Black Toes Reimagine 180, but the foams is 230. That's gas money through the week. You know what I'm saying? That could be your lunch money. You know what I'm saying? That extra is what I'm talking about. So yeah, and that could be me speaking, right? Hell no. Yeah, I'm glad I ain't over there to even get enticed to feel like I'm missing out on something. I like watching from the crowd on this one. Although I would have loved to got the Galaxy Phones, but they coming next week. But then again, Jordan Brand, it's kind of weird that they'll do a shock drop and the shoe comes out in a few days. You know what I'm saying? Like, shock drops to me, in my opinion, you should do a shock drop at least 2 weeks out. If you're going to do one, do it 2 weeks out. That way, it is what it is. But usually they do that sometimes. I don't understand. I guess that's the point of the shock drops. They don't want you to get used to it or understand their or their setup because everybody will, get comfortable like, oh, we know how this goes, Where we at real quick, Long Beach says, California is hella expensive. Hell yeah, it is. I've heard the stories, like, of people who moved over here from Cali and they're like, dog, it's expensive here, but what they was telling, like, one person told me off rip, they was like, look, I was making and they probably still is, but it's like, yo, I'm making 6 figures in Cali. And this is what he said when he got over. He's like, I was making 6 figures in Cali, 6 figures, right? He didn't give me an exact number. He's like, I'm making 6 figures and still needed a roommate. I said, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, it's that serious. And he was like, my roommate was making 6 figures as well. And they needed that. Like, honestly, that's how it had to be. I was like, oh my God, I thought that would be the cream of the crop. But in today's economy too, that doesn't really stretch far. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep it real, if you're trying to live extremely comfortably, you're going to have to be on some type of a budget. Point blank, period. Because you got to keep in mind, too, the more you make, the more they take tax-wise. If you got a state that's taking taxes out there, especially some states don't have no state taxes, but you still got to pay federal. You know what I'm saying? Like, people got to count that in there. You know what I'm saying? Your whole check is never always going to be yours. And if that was great, then it would be a different ball game, But you got to factor all that in as well. Where we at, Devon says, the Black Toes are sitting everywhere in stores. I'm not surprised, right? And I don't know if you got a chance to check out the mall vlog, but when I went there, I saw a homie already. Some people were already trying to just come and pick them up, and they were like, sir, we got to do reserves first. But then they double check with the manager, and they're like, well, not all the reserves actually hit. Like the people there, the list was very small, and I should have filmed that part, but I don't even want to put people's names out there. But the list it's normally used to be like 3-4 pages. This time I think that joint was like 2 pages, so I feel like not that many people even tried to go for them to begin with. So sounds like it, from what I got from it, they have extra pairs, like they just needed to confirm, but they said pretty much they still wanted to go by the traditional way, give everybody time to come pick up their stuff too, because they didn't want to give somebody else's pair away. So I completely understand that. Which I also found out too, ironically, when I went into Champs, they didn't have them at all, and I'm like, y'all are pretty much a branch off of Foot Locker, and he's like, I know, but we don't get the heat. He's like, yo, both of the coworkers in there were like, yo, we don't get nothing. And like, apparently they're sneakerheads. Like, they're like, yo, we don't get nothing. He was like, yo, we was surprised. Look, homie told me off rip, he was like, yo, we were surprised that we got the Air Jordan 5s reimagined. I was like, the black metallic joints? He's like, yeah. He's like, we normally don't get none of the heat. I'm like, wow. So I'm like, I'm glad I don't even waste my time trying in those type of stores. You know what I'm saying? But I guess I would hope on the app it would tell me, but I feel like that's where you might as well. That's why I just go for Foot Locker, And then, oh yeah, JD Sports in my area too, just to confirm that they are most likely sitting. JD Sports was doing first come, first serve. Like the mall I was at this morning, they doing first come, first serve. They didn't even do a reservation, all that. You just pull up, and there was no line, no nothing. So I mean, like, you could have took your time getting them. Kind of reminds me how I used to be back in the day. Like, I remember back in the day, homie, whenever certain J's would drop, like, I'd be like, I wouldn't even trip about it or nothing. I just pull up to that DTR. It was a local DTR in my area. I used to pull up right before I had to be to work in like 30 minutes. I would pull up there, and it seemed like it was like clockwork. They had my pair sit at the register, and it was like, you got the last time. I was like timing the joint. But I watched that slowly fade away too. Just gonna throw that out there. Because more and more sneakerheads, I guess, came in the game. And then, obviously the resellers came in the game because they saw what we're willing to do. A lot of that just play a part into it. Let's see. We got official Wild Boy SK in the building. Says, Yerp, what up, what up, what up, what up? Y'all smash that like button while y'all in here too, man. Smash that like button as y'all come in and out. Really means a lot. Long Beach says, he skips everything. Laugh my ass off. Polo keeps things real. Money is tight. Exactly, bro. Thank you. Yeah, I'm skipping. Like, let me put it this way. Y'all hear what I said in the video. I'm like, yo, I'm not finna buy no shoe to just let it sit, which I'm already guilty of that anyway, because I'm sitting over like what, X amount of pairs of sneakers. I can't wear them all at the same time. So even putting them in rotation, like, put it this way, I can wear a different shoe every 30 days, and this is no flex, and the other ones are still sitting. So I say all that to say, like, that's the gift and the curse of being a sneakerhead. So like, reality is, yeah, I'm not just finna buy the shoe just to say I have it. It's getting worn, and it takes me time to get through the joint. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the questions that my family members always ask. You know what I mean? But it come with the game. Where we at real quick? We got Medina Childs in Childs in the building. Hopefully I'm reading that correctly. If not, my bad. I didn't mean to. It says, sup, bro? What up? And I think it's Medina. Yeah, my bad. Medina, my bad. Let's see. Divine Photo says, what people don't understand is some of their favorite content creators, some of the stores allow the content creators to try on the shoe and promote the shoe, and it doesn't mean they bought it. Facts. And right, okay, and I didn't want to go too, and I'm not gonna go too in depth with this because I'm trying to express the difference between me and them. Some of them do got deals, some of them don't. Let me put it this way: you can tell the ones who don't got deals anymore. I'm not gonna say who, but you can tell a lot of sneaker YouTubers slowed down as well. You can tell the deals ain't hitting the same or something, right? But then you can tell the ones that still doing the early reviews. Now there's some YouTubers, sneaker YouTubers, and this is what I don't do. They will buy the shoe early off of like GoDaddy or the resale market just to get the review out 2-3 months early, and then put the joint back on the market and sell it for the high to at least break even, and then collect all the money from it. I mean, that's a smart move, but at the same time, dog, like me, I feel like I end up keeping the joint, and they probably do sometimes, but that's one route you could take at it. But think about it, like, some shoes that get super early is like $400 or $500, and I'm like, bro, like, I don't want it that early. You know what I mean? That's just me. And plus, like, no, it ain't. It ain't that serious for me to get, like that on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this. Honestly, I told somebody the other day, I was like, yo, I do YouTube not only because I just like it and I like talking about sneakers all the time, but honestly, I know me. If I didn't keep myself active, I'll be in trouble. You know what I'm saying? And I'll just leave it like that. Where we at real quick? Let's see where we at. Long Beach says, count that gas and lunch money, Polo. Talk facts. Things aren't being grabbed. Expensive these days. Inflation is real. Oh, it's definitely real because they did it across the board. Case in point, I hate to tell my business, right? But I went into a certain store today. I bought some products, right? And I'm gonna just leave it right there. And and y'all saw the mall vlog, but this is after the mall vlog. And they was like, "You want a bag?" This more thing they're doing in my area too, the nickel and diamonds. Like certain stores in certain areas charge you 10 cents per bag. So like if you want a bag, it's an extra 10 cents onto your total, which don't sound like a lot. But like if you brought a lot of products or whatever, say like you have at like Wally World, aka what I call Walmart, like they want 10 cents per bag. No, you will not. I push all my joints out in the car and load it up. I bring my own damn bags. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? No. And see, this is the thing, though. What is a gift and a curse? And I'm not saying I do this, but I guarantee you this is happening. People bring their own damn bags to save on their 10 cents, and before you know it, they just walk the hell out the goddamn store and call it a day. That's being stealing, but you gotta prove it. And if they do it so fucking smooth, I guarantee you you could easily say, oh, my bad, it was an accident. You know? It's not technically stealing until you walk exactly out the store. And if they don't call you out, then it is what it is. I mean, until you get caught. And I'm not saying do that, everybody, but I'm just saying that's how bad we're getting nickel and dime. It says, Madonna says, I know they sitting, but they nice, so I went ahead and copped them for the personal. I feel you. There's nothing wrong with that. Hey, at the end of the day, buy what you like. I always say that, buy what you like at the end of the day, dog. Let's see. Devon says, what up, wild boy? He says, the Bay Area is super expensive, more than NY. Yeah, because I thought NY was the most expensive, but from what I got from it, it's actually Cali, then NY, and then DMV takes like, I want to say probably in the third or fourth, fifth place of like most expensive places. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's expensive up here. Like I said, I don't touch the city that often. You know what I'm saying? The city is twice as expensive. You know what I'm saying? The closer you get to it, the more stuff costs. And I'll just put it like that. Where we at? Let's see. Devon says, rent, especially for a small cubicle, is like $4K a month. Yeah. And that's for the stores. You know what I'm saying? And that could be anything in the apartments too, depending on the city you live in. So that's going to add up, dog. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Kwame says, Black Toes will go quickly after everyone catch their L on the phones. Facts. Like, whatever they couldn't get their hands on, people like, I'll take this instead. You know, I anticipate by the end of next week, the Black Toes will probably all be gone, dog. Let's see. Official Wild Boy says, at Divine, what it do? Man just woke up trying to find a party. Says, hey, yo, this off topic, but last night I took some X pills, bruh. Hey, chill. Too much information, bruh. Too much information. What you did in your spare time, bruh. I hope you enjoyed yourself. That's all I can say. Let's see. No Hype says, salute. Long Beach says, talk that talk, Polo. Sneaker YouTube has slowed down tremendously. Yeah, trust me, it has. Not just, like I said, I've seen people channels getting what I'm getting or barely getting over what I'm getting, and I'm like, I'm the small channel and you guys are the big channel. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, I know they see the difference because I know I do. And I'm not taking shots at those guys. It's reality. We're all feeling it, you know? Let's see. Madonna says, I'm out here in the Bay. It's expensive. I did hit on the Galaxy. Lots of heat out here in the Bay right now. That's what's up, bro. Congrats on a W. That's a good one, though. That one, I take that W on the chin. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna just struggle till payday. You know what I'm saying? I'll figure it out. You know, long as my bills are paid first. You know, I'll look at the bills, see what's due, make sure everything's paid. Then I'll gamble. You know what I'm saying? And I mean that by with shoes. So yeah, I feel you though. No Hype says, the Black Toes gone in most sizes. Glad I grabbed my pair. That's what's up. JD shows shows sizes, but it's a big error. I think it's the biggest size is an 8.5. Okay, so pretty much it looks like they got them, but if you probably try to cop, it probably says like sold out or something. It just hasn't updated right. Kwame says, I want the black toe, but copping both a week apart, too much money. Yeah, exactly. Doing back to back like that is expensive back to back. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said at once a week is still a lot. You know, so I can only imagine trying to do that in a week's time, dog. My Donnie says they may restock on the black toe. We'll see on that. I wouldn't be surprised. I heard rumors they're gonna do a restock on those black metallics. Let's see. Official Warboy says, my bad, bro. You good, bro. You good. You good. You good. Hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I've heard great things. I'm gonna just leave it right there. Let's see. No Hype says, Kwame, that's why I almost passed, but bit the bullet. Yeah, because you contemplated, you got it, but then you was like, damn, that's just a normal train of thought for us all. Devon says, I do believe there is a good, decent amount of Galaxy phones in certain sizes. I heard there's going to be more than obvious. They know the demand is there, but I don't know how crazy they're going to go with it, though. It would be nice if we all can get a pair, but I feel like that's a shoe we've been wanting for a long time, since 2012, I think, when we seen the last drop. So, yeah, I would definitely put in the footwork and do what I got to do on that one. And just see how it goes. I'm gonna be checking DCLR and checking, if hopefully they get a pair, and then you see they're loaded up on sneakers. But I'm hoping the foot sites grab some pairs too. That'll make me feel a little bit more better, versus rolling the dice with sneakers, because I ain't had no luck with sneakers this year. Even though things are just not starting to roll, right? Where we at? Kwame says, I hope so, Divine. Those will be a real nice pickup. You got Bossman88 in the building, says, cop them black toes back in October because I knew 2025 was stacked. Yeah, I feel you. That was actually kind of a smart move. You went on and got it out the way. I respect it. You went on and got it out the way, so I respect that. So let me share my screen real quick, and we'll say, does the NBA All-Star Week actually matter when it comes to sneakers? I'm going to share my screen here. Give me like 2 seconds. Boom, because I will get caught up on the chat for sure. Where we at real quick? Official Wild Boy says, yeah, I thought it was a scam, LOL, but hey, yo, anybody know when you getting them Black History Month SBs? I don't know a date on those, man. I don't think I've seen them in my, definitely, you think you would get them this month, but I don't think I seen them when I did February. I didn't see a date on them, you know what I'm saying, when I did the upcoming sneaker releases. So I would hope. You don't want to scrap them during Black History Month and then try to drop them in March. So I'd assume they got to come this month, right? It would only make sense. But it says, does the NBA All-Star Weekend still matter when it comes to sneakers? Check this out. It says, fashion, style, sneakers, culture, and all move in a cycle, and it's time for basketball shoes to come back to the forefront of fashion. It says, sneaker releases in the NBA All-Star Weekend have a long gone hand in hand, but when it comes to footwear, for the event has worn a recent years where it changes the trends, host cities that were advantages for activations or during COVID disruption. So you couldn't really have them during then, but we back at it. We back outside, obviously. Says, however, that appears to be changing. Exactly. NBA All-Star Weekend 2025 has been descended up on San Francisco, the home of the Golden State Warriors, and brands and retailers alike have pulled out all the stops. For instance, Foot Locker is hosting a multi-brand activation from February 13th through the 16th at 150 Powell Street, a two-story experience, and this will include sneaker drops, NBA player appearances, interactive games and prizes, products, customizations, and more. Also, New Balance revealed a two-shoe, a different bounce collaboration with Bricks and Wood as an exclusive pop-up located at 166 Madden Lane. Where we at real quick, it says, we are finally getting back a large scale of activations that we're used to seeing pre-COVID. Content creator and host Tamara Dahila on Foot News, Jordan Brand has really steamrolled, and it's the best way the marketing space over the past few months with their incredible band campaign, which I'm telling you right now, because speaking of the band, right? we seen pretty much that we're seeing the 85s. They got dropped on sneakers overseas, right? Thanks to the homie in the Discord for catching that W. Salutes to him. But my thing is this, that's my hint, because they made it seem like it's going to be so limited. I'm no betting man, but I'm almost willing to bet that we're going to see these on sneakers at some point. You know what I'm saying? I would say I wouldn't be surprised if we see them loaded up. Probably not next week, or, probably not next week, but to close out that month, I'm just saying, that's be something that I wouldn't be surprised. Because, I know they're saying it's limited only to 23 stores, but I refuse to believe those stores only got like 40, like they had only could give away 40 pairs a piece. Think about that. So, I know it's got to be, who don't like money? So I know it's more out there that's got to be floating. But I think this is something they're doing to get the hype back up. And to be honest, it's working. We'll keep it real with that. He says, where we at? Wildboy SK says, that's what I'm thinking, but I ain't heard nothing surprisingly. Yeah, I haven't heard much either, bro. Those have been really under the radar for some reason. Devon says, I saw the EQL run fair fee for the Galaxy phones is $10. Sheesh. Oh my goodness. They tripping. They already was tripping with the, what was it, $650 or something like that, or $5, something like that. Bro, that's enough. Leave it right there. You know what I'm saying? So I may enter that raffle, but I'm gonna see if the foot site's getting them. I'm not entering that raffle, so I'm gonna hold off because you know what I'm saying? The foam's already enough. Because you think about it, and it's 2 charges when you do the run fair, right? You pretty much, they hit your card for the shoe, and then they need that 10 spot. Bro, like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to see what's up. But yeah, I agree. Madonna's right, yo. 10, dang, yeah, 10. Sheesh, I did not know that. Kwame says, the 85's been so limited, I'm like, I liked a sneakers release too. Yeah, I'll try on sneakers, but, I ain't really crying about them for real. Like, I like them, like everybody else, but I ain't really stressing them for whatever reason. Let's see. It celebrates its 40 years of the Jordan 1. All-Star Weekend is just starting, and they already have gone through the San Francisco highlighting the brand and the sneaker releases. I think other brands are following suit and turning the volume on their own releases. Turning the volume up on their own releases. So here we go right here. Jemerson Green, who is also a host within the industry, added, it's in a major city again with a very popular NBA team in the Warriors, and the new stadium recently built, and warmer climate makes the weekend more desirable than weekends in the past. So exactly, so they're in the good weather over there, so it makes me want to get outside and have a good time. You know what I mean, and spend money and be happy. You gotta put that into perspective as well. It says, also in the infrastructure of the city, there's much more real estate to build our activations, experiences, and special events with the smaller cities, business close earlier, restaurants to traffic that can't handle the influx of people. I remember being stuck in Indianapolis traffic for 30 minutes to go 1.2 miles. Is crazy. So pretty much they're saying like pretty much the Bay Area has the space for it, and it's a better experience is what I'm getting from it, right? Okay. Which is nothing wrong with that. It says the real race in terms of sneaker releases, brands are bringing back the heat, whether it's retros of undeniable classics, Nike's Air Foamposite Galaxy 1, Air Jordan 12 Flu Games, or newcomers that are shaking up the game like Anti-Kai 1 Speed, Bag Work. What's more, in literal sense, Nike tapped into the event with the Kobe 6 Pro Tour All-Star, which those did very well. Release RIP to Kobe, by the way, as well as the Dunk Low and the Air Jordan 1 Air Force 1 celebrating the beloved, we believe, Golden State Warriors, which had a history of 2006 to 2007 season, was basically, they're talking the history behind that, and I respect it. Says they reveal buzz around the basketball silhouettes has ramped up slowly in recent years, though retros runners are still in favor of basketball shoes. Mostly signature look like from a sports. Younger stars have become a part of the people's rotation. For instance, performance basketball shoes started to heat up on StockX in 2023, and the Hooper seeking out to several signature shoes from the game's rising stars like Anthony Edwards, the Adidas AE1, which those have taken a life of their own, the LaMelo Ball's Puma MB .02, and then the Ja Morant Jordan 1. So the Ja Morants have been moving too, and he been doing a lot of collabs with Swarovski Crystals joints. He got a collab with them. So he doing his thing low key, and he moving in silence, and staying off the internet like he should, in my opinion. It says, as well as the first look of the NBA veteran Devin Booker's Nike Book 1, and another from the undeniable icon LeBron James Nike LeBron 20. And in 2024, led by Kyrie Irving's shoe, the Kai 1 was this year's fast-growing sneaker brand on StockX with 1,901% of year-over-year trade growth. Basketball shoes aren't just meant for function anymore. They are fashion, said Dahaya, naming the AE1 and ironing work with as examples. These athletes are more than just basketball players. They're test makers. So, I mean, she's not lying. That's definitely something we've seen that come to the game that's just been very, very interesting to see all that. Where we at real quick in the chat, SISA says, want these ones, but I got like 4 shoes still in the bag in the living room. I ain't worn. I think I've worn the Air Jordan 1 lows in the same color that came out a few years ago twice. So, I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Let's see. Official Wild Boy Cat says, hey, yo, speaking of Galaxy raffles, I just got on the Futures raffle. It was bugging out earlier this morning, but y'all should go. It's good now. Okay, appreciate that, homie. Appreciate that. Let's see. Madonna says, I'm not going to lie. I had a lot of fun picking up my shoe in downtown San Francisco. I mean, yeah, it sounds like a great experience. You know what I'm saying? Even though, it could be expensive, but it's still like, you still like the experience. People, when you're having a good time, it do make you be like, why not? You only live once type of thoughts come to your head. A lot of things come to play when you think of that. Where we at? Official Wild Boy says, y'all see the Black Bolt foams release middle of March? Them things fire too. I got to check them out. Says, I don't think I'll throw my 85s on toe if they stay limited. I mean, you might as well rock them, but I feel you. But I get what you're saying, but hey, I'm going to put it this way. I know for a fact it's a stiff shoe, so when you do, prepare for the footwork if you catch my drift. Let's see. K. Nathan says, what up, gang? Devon says, wow, boy, did you see a certain YouTuber at the My Year sneaker line and chill, Devon, let it go, dog. Devon, let it go, dog. Let it go, dog. Let it go. But I get what you're saying, though. I mean, we know they were there, man. Let's see. Fashion, we read that part. It says, fashion, style, sneakers, and culture of all move in cycles, and it's time for basketball shoes to come back into the forefront of fashion. It helps the companies have been designing with more on-off-court perspective in recent years. I think they found the performance footwear leaning too far performance and design aesthetic, alienated people who were fans of the game but may not play. He further stated that looks included like the the Adidas AE1 and the Nike Book 1 and the Adidas Harden 9 are now being worn with everyday fits, which reminds him of the era when Nike released the LeBron 9 South Beaches and the KD4 Nerf. So pretty much the Kevin Durant Nerfs, and then of course the LeBron South Beaches, which that was a dope shoe. I still like it. I just don't own it. Where we at quick, it says the bigger business picture says River advisor Matt however, isn't sold on this year All-Star Weekend efforts. He said the performance of the basketball business is up until the last 18 or 24 months. He has been negative since 2015, says Powell, who is also a senior advisor at BCE Consulting. This is a Hail Mary pass from brands and retailers. Let's go out and really over-invest to try to get it back. So, that brings up what me and Devine have been saying too. I refuse to believe Nike spending all this money on advertisement for those pretty much those bread 85s and not produce enough pair to get that money back, at least off the advertisement alone. And I'm not saying they didn't do that, but I mean, I think they want to bring a little extra coins in the piggy bank. You know what I mean? Let's see. Divine Photos is laughing. Official Wild Boy Cast. Yeah. He says, yeah. Why? What happened? K Nathan says, Harden shoes goes well with my bicycle helmet. Just kidding. You wildin', bro. Let's see. He says, Official Wild Boy K said, you talking about you know who? I'm going to leave it right there. Devon says, Polo, did you see the Jordan brand Jalen Hurts hoodie that says Love Hurts? I haven't seen it. I got to look that joint up. It sounds like it's fire, though, already just off the name. But yeah, I definitely haven't seen it yet. Let's see where we at real quick. The Insider also isn't confident that the basketball shoes will return to the forefront anytime soon. It says, in dollars and cents terms, the performance basketball shoe business, while it's in better shape than it's been in a decade, is still a readily small business and mostly around certain sports as opposed to streetwear. Powell explained, that's where basketball lost all of its allure over the last 10 years, and it has not gained it back yet. It says, you're speaking too much of smaller audience than you were 10 years ago. He continued to says that Durant and LeBron are long in the tooth and Curry is not getting the excitement around merchandise sales that he once was. I never was into the Steph Curry joints. Wasn't he with Under Armour, right? He with Under Armour. I never could get into the Under Armour joints. I know he did have a wave. I couldn't get into him though, but I remember seeing, other YouTubers trying to bring it to the forefront, and that was the thing. I'm not picking on them for that, but I just never could get into the Curry joints. It says the inflection point could be that some of these guys are going to bring in energy to the business, but that remains to be seen. The AE1 was the first shoe, was his first shoe, and that always has got some attention, but it was Yeezy. Like, I think that was intentional. Other younger players, Zion Williamson, as for an example, his shoes have been doing okay too. He usually gives the Jordan 1 joints, I think, right? If I'm not mistaken. The guy who never has done anything in terms of merchandise sales, Ja Morant, has been okay, but he's not lit up. It says it's complicated. It's not as simple as you get compelling young guy and bring in big business. Those days are behind us. He's basically trying to compare to basically what Jordan brand to like basically what not Trump, but what Jordan did. Jordan, no, this is my thing with these players, right? They all go hard on the court, right? But Jordan was doing immaculate things. And this is the thing, right? Sure, there's people who have passed his numbers, broke his records, but they didn't do it they didn't bring the excitement necessarily that Jordan brings to the game because he was so competitive. These guys, they're competitive too, but you can just tell. And then it also doesn't help that some of the rules have changed in the NBA as well. A lot of that stuff plays in the factor, but MJ was just that dude, man. And he was marketed and advertised very well too. Like, you would see him in commercials with Michael Jackson, dog. You know what I'm saying? He was in the movie Space Jam, and I know what you're saying. I think, didn't LeBron do a Space Jam joint? But it just don't hit the same. It didn't hit the same in my opinion. And just whatever they doing to design the other shoes, they always just feel like straight up basketball shoes. Jordan shoes don't really, they basketball shoes, but they low key. It's hard to tell they basketball. The way we don't start wearing them, just the regular part of our regular everyday fit, it's kind of like one of those, dog. We've already just accepted it where it is a casual wear shoe, even though you technically can go hoop in that mother trucker, right? In theory, it's a Jordan. You should be able to go out there and shoot hoops, no problem. Let's see. Official Wild Boy catches. Wait, we not messing with him. Nah, he cool. No, we don't got nah. I don't like to get anything started. But no, I actually watch everybody, to be honest. Because if I didn't, how would I know what y'all are talking about? No, I rock with everybody. Everybody's cool in my book. I've had some interesting stories in the past, but to be honest, I'm so past it because I'm like, at the end of the day, we all like the same thing. Nah, it was just funny how the video turned out. That's all. That's what we were saying. But I mean, that easily could happen to anybody. You know what I'm saying? But no, I don't got nothing against nobody, dog. Let's see. Long Beach says, Curry's much was never something I was interested in. Me neither. I never was interested in none of his stuff either. Let's see. Devon says, He cool. I was watching a video and people in the comment section was saying he did bypass all those people in the line. Yeah, it really was the comments. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it 100. One thing I like about watching YouTube, other YouTubers, I make the content too, but I watch a lot of content. I always go straight, and I've done this way back in the start before I even started making content, right? Me and some of the coworkers like, the best part about YouTube is the people in the comments, because they're all over the place. So really, it was the comments in that video. K Nathan says, Trump's tariffs messing up gas prices, most definitely. Where we at? Official Wild Boy says, at Divine, but it was a raffle, but I watched everyone who hit, and he didn't hit, somehow ended up with, oh, snap. Oh, shit. Okay. Interesting. Says, I watched raffle, but I watched everyone who hit, and he didn't hit, somehow ended up with a pair, same as the dude with the BS list, but wow. Wow. That's what they were saying in the comments, by the way. Hate to get off mode, but that's what they were saying, right? That's what they were saying, basically, that, yeah, it was kind of suspect. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Divine, Divine? We let it go. We all agree it's suspect, bruh. But I ain't trying to have nobody come at me because I know how I am. But yeah. Thank you for confirming, Wild Boy. But yeah, that's all we were saying. Yeah, we don't got nothing against it, but it was, you know what I'm saying? It was just suspect. But, it is what it is. Very interesting. But I will say this. Homie live way out the way. He not like me and Wild Boy where it's out the way, but it's not out the way for real. Because it's not an inconvenient way. We could get there. But they drove several hours compared to what we got to drive. Ain't no way I'm finna drive several hours nowhere and not walk away with a pair. So I don't know what went down, but it definitely is interesting. Let's transfer to this. Trump says he will impose a fair and what is this? Reciprocal tariffs on trade partners. Hopefully I read that word correctly. You good, Divine. You ain't gotta. It's not that deep. I'm laughing, dog. It's not that deep. I was curious myself, but it was all good. It's all good. Hey, I'm not worried because at the end of the day, we didn't say nothing wrong. I mean, all we did was read some comments. But again, that was very interesting. Let's see. Official Wild Boy SK says maybe it's a StockX pair. Divine says my bad. Wow. No, you good. To be fair, Divine, I know why you asked, because technically, and I don't think Wild Boy saw it yet. You did ask in the Discord. It did, it kind of just, everybody kind of started responding. He hadn't responded, and I think other stuff has been posted, so it kind of got put on the back burner, But thank you for bringing it to the forefront. You know what I mean? If you know, man. Let's see. Trump says he will impose that. Read that part. It says the president signed a memorandum Thursday setting forth processes for imposing new duties on the trade partners across the globe. Says President Donald Trump on Thursday said he is moving forward with a fair and reciprocal trade tariffs framework that could hike up the duties on product sources from all over the globe. The commander-in-chief signed a memorandum setting forth processes for determining the rates of new duties on trading partners, which will be informed by tariffs, sanctions, and non-monetary trade barriers that they levy on the U.S. The United States is one of the most open economies in the world, yet our trading partners keep their markets closed to our exports. So, White House fact sheet on the executive action: this lack of reciprocation is unfair and continues to our large and the president annual trade deficit, which was worth about $1 trillion in 2024. So basically, he seems like he's trying to do fair, right? He wants to, hey, you see all our stuff, we're very open, we want to see y'all stuff. But I mean, is the other countries and stuff like that requiring to see their stuff before they do it? I mean, because if you think about it, a lot of our products, including our sneakers, they're made overseas, Not much stuff you see made in the USA, and when it is, it's so well advertised, and you can tell the price on it is the price on it because it's made here. You know what I'm saying? Case in point, I know some New Balances. I'm not saying all, but I know some of my New Balance they have like made in USA on the joint. You know what I'm saying? So I mean they're not dealing that's why you don't really hear them really tripping, but at the same time, they still gonna have to raise their prices due because the economy's going up too, you know? They gotta pay their people and make their stuff done because thing is, it costs more to get it made here, to the best of my knowledge. Right? It says during a televised meeting with reporters for the Oval Office, Trump said the tariffs will be the thing that makes our country really prosperous again, claiming that the revenue from the duties will help pay down $36 trillion in national debt. Nearly Minton and Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, who stood behind Trump during the announcement, said that the administration studies on the tariffs issue should be completed by April 1st, allowing the president to take the action immediately thereafter. So April 1st is when they plan to impose these new tariffs on these other countries too, man. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this goes and how they hit back with us, because some people just ain't going to sit, you know, they're going to react off how they get hit with. You know what I'm saying? It could be hard for both ends. Pause. However, it says Thursday announcement may have been Trump has indicated that he intend on moving forward with the new tariffs on America's biggest trade allies, a fact that he was worried economists for months in light of already rising inflation. Asked whether he believes hitting imports from around the world with new taxes will raise the prices at retail, Trump admitted there could be a short-term disturbance. See, that's the play right there. So he already knows once he enforces stuff in April, they're going to hit us back and stuff is going to go up more. And it's already went up enough. We've already said that. You know what I'm saying? Nothing else, like I'm going to keep it 100. Nothing else need to go up. And let me phrase this. The only thing that needs to go up next is our pay. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that needs to go up to match this stuff. Everybody, I don't care what you're making. There's nothing wrong with making a few extra bucks. We all could use a little, extra with all this stuff going up. Everybody keeps using, for example, the price of eggs, because that used to be like one of the things that, that's you bought for a little or nothing. Now that's up. I told you guys about the bag tax. So what you think else is going to get increased once these tariffs are come off, Just food for thought. Let me see. Wild Boy says, hey, yo, I was in my feelings about it, and I got into an internet argument on, Maz IG, and it says, I was hoping that saying something would get, I'm on my year. Oh, so on I'm on my year's IG, I was hoping that saying something would get I'm on my year to stop that stupid no line rule because that's what I blame. Got you. So you were saying I'm on my year. That was kind of an interesting thing. I get it was no line, but at the same time, I guess they didn't want to. I see both sides. To be honest, they should have did some form of raffling system in that store. So I don't know what they can do, but DC is already a tight spot, to have a whole bunch of people come there. And if you don't live directly in there, you got to drive in there. It's tight, man. It's tight already. So I get what they're trying to say. Trying to accomplish anyway, but it still seems suspect. Long Beach says it's absolutely closer to getting things made. It costier more to get things made in America. The labor cost hits in America most definitely, and that's a fact. Let's see, Hood TMZ podcast with a salute. What up? What up? What up? Let me get through the rest of this joint real quick. It says nobody really knows what's going to happen other than what. We know that jobs are going to be produced at levels that we haven't seen before. We know that we think interest rates are going to ultimately be coming down because of things that happen, and they go hand in hand with the tariffs, he said. But we think that the prices for some things and many things, it could be all things, ultimately will go down. Says ultimately. So, but before they go down, he's letting us know they could slightly spike, and then we should start to see when we gonna see the come down. We don't need no spike for how long? You know what I'm saying? Basically, how long until these guys reach some type of deal where everybody's happy. Let's see. Wild Boy says, "Hey yo, did you hear about getting 3 to 5 inches of snow Wednesday, and 13 to 16 on Thursday?" Geez, I heard Wednesday we supposed to get it back. Geez Louise. Yeah, I heard we supposed to get it back. 3 to 5 was already pushing it, and then I know for a fact Thursday. I hope it. Yeah. We ain't. Let me put it this way: we not ready for no 13 to 16. I know that we not ready, because last time we had off mode real quick, but last time we had a major snowstorm on that level, the power was out everywhere. You know, right off to the street lights. We ain't built for it. Let's see. Long Beach says interest rate can't go down. Inflation is way too high. Exactly, bro. Interest rates on some of the stuff around here is ridiculous. Like, I'm like, no. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything is up. Let's see. Wells Fargo analysts disagree. However, in January, the consumer price index CPI rose 0.5%, putting the annual U.S. inflation rate at 3%, 1 point higher than the Federal Reserve's 2% target, which trumps daily policy changes driving uncertainty around the economy. They said that the Fed will likely extend its hold on the interest rates before considering cuts perhaps in the fall. So following a briefing, Trump was slated to meet the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, hopefully I'm reading that correctly. If I pronounce that wrong, I'm totally sorry, to discuss a range of issues including tariffs. It says the U.S. and India's largest trade partner, and bilateral trade between the two nations was worth $129.2 billion in 2024. However, the U.S. takes far more than its exports, to the tune of $45.7 billion trade deficit. America's imports made up under 3% of the products imported by India last year, according to the U.S. Census data. While Trump was enjoyed a conjugal relationship with Modi in the past, he's also accused India of being a tariff abuser. A White House fact sheet said that the India average most favorite nation tariff is 39% compared to the 5% MFN relate the U.S. charges the agricultural goods. India also charges 1% tariff on American-made motorcycles. Interesting. So it's a lot of money in numbers that's coming in this joint, right? And it's going to be crazy. It says India traditionally is just about the highest tariffs country. The charge more tariffs than any other country, Trump said on Thursday. We'll be talking about that. But again, whatever they charge us, we're charging them. So it works out very well. So pretty much he's going to, like, saying we're paying too much. So he's going to pretty much hit them with the same thing for their stuff. So we'll see how this goes. Sometimes it's not always good to fight fire with fire. You know what I'm saying? Maybe take a different approach, in my opinion. It says, over the course of the past week alone, Trump was both issued and deferred tariffs of allies and advisories. It says sending markets in the supply chain into a frenzy. Not all Republicans are on board with the president's all-tariff strategy. Former Senator GOP leader Mitch McConnell this week published an opt in the Kentucky Courier Journal proclaiming no matter our best intentions, tariffs are a bad policy. Says Republicans ought to be clear-eyed about the full and undiluted impact of the tariffs. It says as we work and to restore sound policy to the government. He added, blanket tariffs make it more expensive to be business in America, driving up the cost of the consumers across the board. McConnell, the largest serving Republican Senate leader in the history of the ballast of the party, has broken with Trump on one of the central tenets of his economic platform, saying that the board boss, the tariffs, could have long-term consequences right on the backyard. So pretty much he's saying this could bring in some drama if we don't do this correctly. He says in Kentucky, local store owners already hearing about the suppliers' prices going up. One ultimate suggests that the president's tariffs could cost the average Kentuckian up to $1,1200 each year, he wrote. So that doesn't sound like a lot, but if you like every month they gotta pay, that's what it could add up for over a year. That's already probably something that, they gotta readjust and make things. And usually when stuff goes up for the businesses locally and or just even the bigger business, what else it makes it harder on the little guys like us. Because you think about it, they gonna pay it, but now how you think they gonna get that money back to accommodate? Okay, cool, we gotta raise some stuff up in the store. We're going to get our money back. One way or the other, that's just how it works. And I hate to sound like negative, but that's just kind of the thing. I'm going to finish off this article real quick, hit the chat, talk upcoming releases, and wrap things up here in like the next 10 minutes, by the way. But it says, and it's not just about raising prices here at home. During the last Trump administration, tariffs from the trade partners set the border trade war that hit wide across American history, from the agriculture to the manufacturing, aerospace, and motor vehicles, distilled spirits. Canada has already announced the retaliatory measures that will target Kentucky's whiskey industry, for example. While McConnell reiterated that the importance of free trade, Trump is focused on is getting even. Says if a country feels that the United States would be getting too high of a tariff, all they would have to do is reduce or terminate their tariff against us. There are no tariffs if you manufacture or build your product in the United States, he wrote on the Truth Social Thursday afternoon. So, I mean, that's his mindset, and he's right. But if this is the thing, if we get everything started made over here and we just cut everybody off, it's going to be expensive over here, because the labor cost is we going to feel it one way or the other, dog. You know what I'm saying? I get what his mindset, it sounds like, okay, cool. That's one of those, it don't sound well thought out. That's something like me, I would say it, and then one of the homies like, but all they got to do is this, right? And I'm like, yeah, all right, cool, that ain't going to work. That's what I would do. But obviously, he wants to see it, see how it goes, For many years, the U.S. has been treated unfairly by other countries, both friend and foe. This system will immediately bring fairness and prosperity back into the previous complex and unfair system of trade, he added. I have instructed my Secretary of State, Secretary of Commerce, and Secretary of Treasury and the United States Trade Representative to do all the work necessary to deliver a repository to our system of trade. So pretty much that's what Trump's got on the joint, man. So let's go ahead and talk upcoming releases, and then we'll pretty much wrap things up here. And I'm going to touch the chat real quick. Let me put myself on the main screen real quick. Boom, should be back on the main screen. We'll talk a little bit of upcoming releases that we got anticipated. We know pretty much we can basically go off what we seen All-Star Weekend if we're going to keep it 100. Let me touch the chat real quick. Where we at? Long Beach says, read that one. K. Nathan says, Spike, he came in because things were high. Exactly. Let's see. Official Wild Boy says the guy with the list and his 20 to 30 basically wanted to fight if people didn't respect his list, but my year said he can't be in the area, so so how was we supposed to get in the list? Get on the list? Exactly. That was very interesting. So he started a list, but so I get what you're saying. So he somehow got on the list and he wasn't even nowhere. Oh, got you. I'm tracking. Says 20 to 30 friends. I mean, I feel like low key, homie was already. I'm almost positive they already had him on the list before. He wasn't worried. No, he never seemed concerned at all. Ain't no telling what it is. But my thing is this: they should at least did my thing is if you're gonna hook them up all the way. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Do a vlog in the store or whatever. What have you. But it is what it is. I don't know. It had to be some type of deal if I had to guess. Let's see. Where we at? Long Beach, Joe Jets types the letter Z. Where we at real quick? Let's see. Official Wild Boy says, yeah, we definitely ain't ready for that much snow. And it's imperative that I go to work. That's if I want all these kicks. Most definitely, bro. It throws us behind for real, low key. Even though it's cool to be sitting at home sometimes, but you got to, I feel also just got to get to the bread too. I don't want we're not ready for 13 to 16, not at all. Let's see. Wild Boy says, anybody be running Warzone, I think I might just game tonight. That's what's up. That's what's up. Let's see. K Nathan says yes. It's trickles down to us because they will raise the prices. Exactly. Jobs will also lay folks off. Exactly. A lot things go into play when they do stuff like that, man. It's not necessarily the best thing. Hopefully, man, I've said it already to a few folks, man. Hey, somebody needs to get like my thing is, and I said this at the barbershop, I'm gonna say it differently. Homies came in, you could tell, you know how motherfucker, it's like they lost their job and got it back. They happy. They got back to work, and hell, we've been seeing the work they've been doing each and every day. You know what I'm saying? Compared to other people in that spot, we wait to, the first 100 days where they come out what they've done in the first 100 days of shit that we like. That counts? You know what I'm saying? Nah, we know what this motherfucker doing, man. And I'm going to just leave it there. And I ain't no politician or anything like that, but hell, we see they just going straight in, And you know what I'm saying? I'm going to just leave it right there. Devon says, you heard about the Mars 3. Yeah, I saw those. I'm surprised considering all the stuff that's went down with the dude that's a collab with. Like, my thing is this. Remember that I guess they just swept all that under the rug because they just wait for it to cool down. And now they're going to, because Nike, remember they took the stuff off. Now they putting it back on. Interesting. The thing is, one thing about being consistent and keeping up with sneaker content and doing I have to be somewhat knowledgeable of the stuff. It's weird because when you bring it up, I'm like, I remember this. Not trying to remember any negative parts of the situation, but I did a live on it, so I'm like, wow, it's interesting. Where we at? Long Beach says, my bad. The thing is, America doesn't make anything anymore. If we push away trade partners, the U.S. is screwed. Wait until people find out how many things we need other than and then other countries for. Exactly, bro. Exactly. If anything, I would try to go over there and make some deals, but I wouldn't even sell it as a hey, do it. Like the tariff approach that I feel like he's taking is like, do it or we're gonna do it to you guys so you see how it feels, and then hell, they may cut us off. I don't know. It should have been handled differently. You know what I'm saying? I get what he wants to do, but the approach may not be the best in my opinion. Let's see. Devon says, let me say this. People not going to care even though Tom Sachs is a weirdo. Yeah, I mean, I never really been into the joints. I never been into those. The Monyards, I never been into them. They okay, but I never was impressed with them to begin with. But I know overall that is like one of those, it's considered like a hype shoe, But yeah, that's going to be an interesting release, but I see how Nike's just letting that go up under the rug, man. Other than that, I think we got the Unions, Jordan 1 Unions that's supposed to be coming. That's going to be an interesting one. I'm very curious. We got the Galaxies next week. And then just let me look on Sneakers app real quick to see if anything else is loaded. Even though I'm pretty sure they've got some sneakers just sitting. But I just want to look real quick. Yeah, we got the Lucky Short 3s, but to be honest, I don't know if anybody's going to be checking for those. But yeah, pretty much the Galaxy is the next one we're looking for, the next big one if you ask me. Hopefully the foot stores get those. I haven't even checked to see if they're loaded or not, but usually the raffling and stuff ain't gonna if it is, it probably ain't gonna come out until like Monday. You know what I mean? But other than that, man, I've been on this joint for an hour and 13 minutes. Let's go ahead and wrap things up here for the night. Appreciate y'all, man, for coming through and showing love and being active in the chat. As always, man, it really means a lot to the kid. As you can tell, I've had a very, very long day, but I wanted to make sure I finished strong for you guys, man. But other than that, I'll be back live again on Monday with another Music Monday. But until then, this is Sold Out. Of course, where we talk that sneaker talk. Sign up for that Sold Out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. It's free to sign up. Where we continue the sneaker talk. We got a food section, a sports section, a music section, you name it, and we've been active in that music section. But I'll see you guys again on Monday. Y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and yeah, man, y'all smash that like button and sub up if you haven't done so on the way out. And yeah, I am officially out this thing, man. Peace.
my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Hoping my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember.